really imagine. Do you know what? I wanna see if I can. How did I have it last week? Did I have permission? Yes, I did. I did have this one. I can't just do that in the first place. Yeah, much better. Much better. Right. I need to check one. Got these headphones. I want to test and see if they work and actually give sound from the Bluetooth. Because if they do work, that I wonder if the audio will be more clear. See, I don't know if it. Oh, I turned off my Bluetooth on there. Oops. Right. 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 Yeah. Switch that back on. Okay. Are we back? Are we back? I should be able to be back now. Oop. I just don't know because this is connected to my phone, or because I want to connect this to the audio. I just need to know if it sounds clear. Question is, can you guys even see me? I assume not. Gosh, why does it keep doing this? Why? Hey, whoops. So that's. Why does it keep zooming out? I'm really gonna have issues here. Do you know what? I think it's because that's touching it. I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing now. That's okay. So you know everything is fuzzy. Is it doing it again? I don't understand because we never had this issue yesterday. I didn't have this issue yesterday. Whoops. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do this. Now, is everything okay? Everything should be fine now. Now I need to hear if there's audio. Right. Okay. Right. Now I know that the audio is fine. Gosh, so much work. So much work. So much, man. Do you know what? I was actually going to use this phone to live stream. And I actually did used to use this phone to live stream. But I can't use this phone anymore. Like, the days for this phone are over. Because if you check the battery on this thing, the battery health, not good. The moment I record, this thing dies in seconds. I can't even charge it properly. It's very bad. Straight up the quality of it. Okay, at least I know the quality is fine. But yeah, this is terrible. I could do some promotions on Instagram, but I don't. think that's necessary. But it's like, oh my gosh, it's just I don't think people understand with this live stream. So sometimes it kind of gets you if you don't sort things quickly because oh my gosh, whoops, I just clicked off it. What am I doing? Started streaming. Okay, right. So anyway, hello. So all you people who are in here, I hope everybody's having a good evening, having a good day. Whatever you did, I hope brought you positivity and happiness. We thank God for these ways. But yeah, one thing I'm just going to set straight with these live streams, I really don't want to put a timer on it anymore. I said this yesterday. I really don't want to do that because when I did the live streams before, like it was never like that. I never had to set a timer. I just went live whenever. So it was like if you were there, you were there. So I think I'm just gonna go back to that routine because putting a timer on it, like I pretty much explained this yesterday, but it's like I'm really stressing myself out to make sure I start on time or finish on time or things like that. And it's like I don't want to do that because it just feels unnatural, if that makes sense. And when I live stream on here, as I say all the time, like it's a conversation with you lot, or I'm just expressing my feelings and just things like that. And I don't want to come on here and this is why it's gonna get on my nerves. Right, just put you down. Yeah. So yeah, like those things will really agitate me if I continue to go by schedule, if that makes sense. I know going by schedule makes things a lot easier, makes things more structural and more formal. But with the way my life can be at times and with the way I do things outside of YouTube, it's not all the time that I'm gonna be able to stick to those schedules. So one thing I couldn't really care less about what people say in terms of like me setting schedules and not starting on time. Like I know people may get irritated with that, but it's there's not much I can do about it. Certain times there's not much I can do. So it is what it is. It is what it is. What I do miss the late live streams though because I feel like it works in people's favor in different ways because with people that are overseas in America and stuff, like you guys that watch me from America, I really do appreciate you guys. Um, I know the time difference for you guys can be an issue sometimes because if I start at 7 p.m. over here, to you guys it's like, I don't know, 12 p.m., 1 p.m. in the States and stuff like that. Whereas if I start later, you guys probably finish school. I don't know. I don't know what you guys do. Let me know because I'm just here. I'm just here, you know. But yeah, it can be a bit strange. But that's why I need you guys to communicate with me as well because I do send out community posts, but not a lot of people interact with them. And one thing I'm gonna do on one thing I'm gonna do on Instagram more is do those posts where people do like those polls and like your viewers on your story can interact and say something on your story. I'm gonna do that a lot more because I need to keep engaged with you guys again. And for those that try to communicate with me, same as well. But one thing I do want to say is that I noticed like, well, not that I noticed, I just know like a lot of people message me, ask me things about, let's say hair, for example. A lot of people come to my Instagram and message me about things like that, or they find me on social media just to find out things about their hair. But it's like I feel like it can get a bit much sometimes. And that's why these live streams are here, because it's not that I just want people to view, but the main reason I'm on YouTube is to help, and that's why I wanted to start anyway. So if there's things that need to be asked, questions that need to be answered, like just come through on the live streams. That's why I'm trying to do it every day, like Monday through Friday, maybe some Saturdays, maybe, but that's why I'm trying to do it on a regular basis now, because if somebody has a burning question, they come through on the live stream, they can ask me and I can answer easily instead of me having to like type. Because one thing about me, I don't like typing all the time. Sometimes I just like to say what I have to say. So like I just feel like it's easier sometimes. But I don't know. I don't know what works for you guys, but it works for me most definitely. But I hope you guys are doing well though. How are you guys doing? One thing I said is that I'm gonna get myself some water to drink whilst I'm live streaming, but I didn't do it today. But I don't think this live stream's gonna be as long as yesterday. Because if the live stream didn't cut out yesterday, the whole live stream would have been an hour and a bit, like almost 1.5 hours on. Initially, I was thinking I was gonna do 2 hours. I don't know what I was thinking because I was tired first and foremost. I was just tired because the day can be a lot sometimes, especially when you do things within the day. If it's a thing where I'm not having a day where I'm doing much, then it's not that deep. One thing I remember as well is that a lot of viewers that watch me, they're quite young. So like a lot of you guys still go to school, which is crazy, right? Because me, those days are over for me. I don't know about you lot, but I ain't got school no more. I don't have to worry about homework. I don't have to worry about assignments, no essays, no more of that. Those days are done, dusted, finished, finito. But yeah, I know a lot of you have education and a lot of you study and a lot of you have GCSEs that you're doing. So I know there's times where you guys really want to be focusing. So I'd rather you guys focus on those things and your education and than watch me, which I'm sure a lot of you do anyway. But it's fine. It's fine. But that's the thing with live streaming in the week. Because one thing I definitely remember, and bear in mind, um, some of you guys, I feel like there's hair in my mouth. Don't know. I don't understand how hair gets in my mouth. Because it's like we're not doing anything for hair to be going inside our mouths. But it's like maybe it's the clothes that we wear sometimes. Because a lot of clothes can be really fluffy without us realizing. But I don't know. Sometimes I find it a bit weird. Don't know if it's just me. But yeah. What was I saying? I need to stop forgetting what I was saying. Yeah, something about yesterday that I did. I'm forgetting a lot of things already. Yes. Yeah, so I know within the week, live streams. No, 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 no. Yeah. What with my live streams in the past? I don't know if you guys realize or notice or take notice, but if on YouTube you can check if somebody has done lives in the past, and if you check on mine, there's like less than 10 lives or just about 10 or maybe less than that. But to those of you guys that were here often and supported those live streams a lot, like you would have known that I went live so much times. It's just that only a certain amount of lives would stay up on YouTube. And one thing I realized yesterday, like at the end of my live stream yesterday, I was saying that the video would take about a whole day to like process and actually upload. But it actually just uploaded in like an hour. And I was shocked because when I did live streams a year ago, it wasn't the case back then. But now clearly things have changed. I find quite odd. So if it was a thing where a lot of my live streams were just processed after an hour, you guys would see so much more live streams on my YouTube channel. I'm telling you. But if it's a thing where the live streams will process after an hour or a few minutes, then these live streams will just stay here, and I have no issue with that. So that means I don't really need to be screen recording and putting sections on my second channel anymore, because that's what I had to do. Sometimes I had to do that, and then delete the live stream because sometimes it would not process onto YouTube fully, like it wouldn't upload onto YouTube fully. So all I was able to do was screen record it and just place it onto YouTube, which was a bit much. Because I don't want my second channel to be a thing where I'm just copy and pasting videos. You know that I don't want to do things like that. I feel like that's not right, man. Because even though I know some people watched it that just wanted to see key points of the live stream and things like that. At the same time, it's like I don't know. Can you guys hear me? I feel like you guys can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? I feel like you guys can't. Let me turn this off and see. No, it won't turn off. That's great. Oh my days. One thing I'm not, you know, let me try something. Let me just put you guys down for a second. Just switch off my Bluetooth because one thing we're not about to do. Disconnect that. Wherever no, can you guys hear me a lot clearer? Because I. Oh, here we go again. Oh my gosh. This is so annoying. Only if you guys knew. Didn't Dr. Velli make a song like that? Only if you knew. I need to see if you guys can hear me. Okay, now you can shush. um, but yeah, I would do live streams. I would have done a lot more live streams, but yeah, I want to build a relationship with God, but I don't know where to start. Yeah, I feel like as Christians, a lot of us have been in that situation, and I feel like every Christian has been in that situation, and that's okay. Because really and truly, like God just wants to know your heart. You know, it's not about how much verses in the Bible you know. It's not about how much scriptures you know. Because having knowledge is one thing, but having discipline is another thing. But in terms of building your relationship with God, I'd really recommend you to like obviously read your Bible, but I'd recommend you to start reading like the Gospels, the four Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Like read one of those um, read one of those chapters in the Bible. I mean, yeah, read one of those in the Bible. Read one of those books in the Bible. Or I'd say you could read Genesis because you get to know like the beginning, how the world was formed and all of those things. And then you can, once you finish Genesis, you can move on to Exodus. I'd say those are really like the ideal places you should start instead of going into like random places like Job, you know, and then Esther. You know, like I feel like it's better to like know, like have the basic knowledge of how the Lord created the earth, and you know, when you read the four Gospels, you learn how Jesus came onto the earth, and yeah. So I'd say if you want to build your relationship with God and you don't know where to start by reading those four Gospels. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Excuse me. Read those four Gospels, and if you want to know about how the world was created and then Adam and Eve and all of that stuff, then read Genesis, which is the first book of the Bible. Because and a lot of people get scared when they hear about Revelation. You don't need to read Revelation yet. Okay, it's good to have the knowledge upon Jesus Christ first and like how the world was formed and those things before you read Revelation. You know, because if I'm not gonna lie to you, if you are a Christian and and you literally just came into the faith and you want to build a relationship with God and you read Revelation, like you literally get jump scared. But Revelation shouldn't be something that you read and you get scared from, which is why it's better for you to read the Gospels Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, for example, and read the books from Genesis to Exodus and then so on and so forth. Because once you read those books in the Bible, you gain the knowledge of, of God. You also gain like not the knowledge. You gain why you understand why God did a lot of things. Yeah, and you understand the love of God. You understand the love of Jesus Christ as well through reading the gospel. Then once you actually understand the love of Jesus Christ and the love of God, and you have those things implanted in your mind, when you read Revelation now, you'll be like, oh, okay, this is why God is doing this. This is why this is going to happen. This is why that's going to happen. You know, when you read about um, the children of Israel and things like that, like you'll start to understand. That's why it's good to read. Like, I don't know. I just like I know you can read anywhere in the Bible, but personally, I think it's good to gain an understanding from somewhere first. Like, don't just read anywhere random and then go to like I wouldn't say just I wouldn't say read James and then go and read First Kings, for example, and then go into Second Chronicles. That if that makes sense. So to anyone watching this live or anyone watching this after, when it comes to reading the Bible and you want to understand more and you want to build your relationship with God and have it more firm, don't just read face random books in the Bible. Like, of course, everywhere in the Bible is beautiful to read from, but don't just open your Bible and say, okay, this is what I'm going to read from. No, like you've got to understand what you're doing first. You know, if it's a thing where you just want to know more about the love of God and know why Jesus came down, then you read like the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, as I stated. And if you want to know what happened in the beginning, then you read Genesis through to Exodus. So yeah. So don't be too startled. Don't worry too much about like what am I gonna do. Like from the moment you read like, and when I say read these books in the Bible and these chapters, don't mean just read them all in one go. Like take them as each day comes. Read them at a pace that you're comfortable with. Read them in a way to where it will actually speak to you and you can understand it. You know, because you don't want to just read the Bible and you receive nothing from it. Don't like one thing I will say: don't read the Bible like it's a book, because when you read the Bible, it's like you're opening your relationship with God. Like you're allowing Him to connect to you through the words that you're reading, because it's His word, right? And that is one way to build a new relationship with God. That is why it's very good to read your Bible, because praying is one thing, but reading your Bible is another thing, you know. Because, as I said, when you read your Bible, you understand the love of God, the love of Jesus Christ, and you understand why God did a lot of things in the Bible, and you know that's basically you building your relationship with God, because you're getting to know God through reading your Bible, right? Hopefully that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, but I think that was a really good question. I'm not gonna lie to you, because a lot of people say that. And really, actually, I need to take my own advice as well, because I don't read my Bible enough. I need to start doing it more. That's one thing I wanted to do this year, especially, and not even just for this year, for the rest of my life, because I just want to build my relationship. But I feel like that's the thing that everybody wants to do now, which is a very good thing. It's very good, and I like the fact that I'm seeing a lot more Christians just wanting to just take their relationship with God seriously, because you have a lot of lukewarm Christians out there, which isn't good. Isn't good at all. But yes, if I live stream tomorrow, somebody needs to remind me to get a bottle of water or a glass of water. So that when I talk, my throat don't get dry, man. Oh, but yeah, tomorrow though, yes, I'm gonna live stream. But for tomorrow, what I might do, because I was having this thought throughout the day, what I might do is I might go to the hair shop tomorrow, buy a few products, and try something with my hair. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video on it. Like, if I do a video, I'm actually gonna sit down and do like a hair video that I would usually do, and then post it throughout the day. Not probably not on the same day. Probably in the next 2 or 3 days or so. I'd still live stream, but yeah, anonymous. Just gonna ignore that because do you know what? Let me just block you because it's like, do you know one thing that I struggle to understand? It's like one thing I struggle to understand is like why people, like I don't know if it's a mental illness. Don't know if it's a mental illness or what, but it's like I don't understand why people. Let's put you in timeout. Put you in timeout. I don't understand why people actually have to ask, like, go out their way to say something mad or just to really get your attention. Because one thing that I do a lot is ignore hate comments. Because on, I don't know if you guys know, but with YouTube channels, you have another app called YouTube Studio, right? And with YouTube Studio, you can basically see all the comments like pulled up. It's different to the YouTube, because on YouTube you have to click a video and view the comments. But YouTube Studio, you'll literally just get everything, 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 right? So it's like, let me just select this. What? Okay. So it's like it shows me every single comment, and within all of those hundreds and thousands of comments that I get, there's a lot of hate comments, and nowadays I'm not really prone to hate comments. Like I don't really get phased by it because it's like at this point I'm like, why are these guys hating me? Like I'm not even posting. More time I'm just sitting down doing nothing, just enjoying my life, living my life, enjoying myself, spending time with God. This, that, and the third. You know, doing the work for God. So it's like, why am I getting hate comments? You know what I mean? And surely, if you're getting so much hate comments, you're doing something right. But what I just can't grasp to understand is why some people go out of their way just to show that they hate somebody. Like sometimes I have to question myself, and I'm like, is that a mental illness or something? Because that's just messed up, right? And it's just with any like content creator or just people in general. The fact that you go to school or college or any place of education, just anywhere in life, and you have somebody that's just really out there to get to you, like something like something isn't adding up there. Like it's one thing that I struggle to understand. Cause like I'll put my hands up. In the past, I didn't like a lot of people, but never did I once go out of my way. Like maybe when I was younger, but that's because we were kids. Like I was like 4 or 5, but like I'm talking like teenagers, young adults. Like never did I go out of my way to go and just try to torment somebody's like reputation or something like that. But reason why I had to time out that person is because you asked me a question like that on my social media, clearly stated that I am with somebody who is a female. I'm a male, right? And in the past, I used to receive a lot of comments regarding that question because I'm a black guy that does hair, right? And not gonna lie, it's quite a common stigma to label black men doing their own hair as gay, which I don't think is right. I don't think that's a good stereotype to use. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that word on here because I know if you say those things on Twitch, over, over. Oh no. But Yeah, like it. I feel like that's a really bad stereotype because it's quite simply not true. Because I just came on YouTube, like as I stated so much times in the past, like I didn't even want to come on YouTube to do hair videos. Like, I just wanted to be one of those guys that was like funny, always doing reaction videos, those type of things, you know. But God had different plans, and I thank God for that. But it's like I don't understand. Like another thing I don't get, it's like you see that somebody is Christian, they are with they are male and they are with a female. So that's the normal relationship. And you can just purely see that I'm masculine. So it's like, why would you ask me a question like that? That's what confuses me. And the way my hand gestures are, it's just a way of me, like, I don't know. Cause like when you talk, especially like one thing I always struggled with when I was younger was one with eye contact, two with communication, with like talking to others, and like I always found it hard to project my voice. Now I'm able to do those things. Now obviously when I talk now, and if I'm going to a job interview or things like that, I'm gonna talk like this. I'm gonna use my hand gestures because the way if you use your hand gestures, well, it makes it seem like you know what you're talking about, but it's just become a thing. It's just my reality now. So it's some. I just had to question like, why would you ask such a question if that makes sense? But anyway, it's okay. So like, I wonder, I wonder if the because with the two live streams I posted last night, one of them only showed what like from only one of them showed the live chat, the other one didn't, and I think the shorter one showed the live chat. But I don't know how I can enable for the live chat to stay on. I need that's something I need to look into in my own time. But hey, hey ho, hey, oh, let's go, hey, oh, let's go, hey, oh, let's go, oh, let's go. You know, let me stop before I get copyrighted. Yes, YouTube is so tight on copyright now because in the old live streams, I used to have music in the background, and even in my videos nowadays, I slightly feel a bit anxious about putting music in the background because YouTube will literally copyright any and anything nowadays. Even if like I understand like if somebody owns the rights to that beat, then that's completely understandable. It's like any little thing that you use nowadays, even if you credit somebody, well, a lot of people think that you just put in the link to the video or link to the song that you use in the video is gonna stop you from getting a copyright strike. They don't care. They don't care because you're not paying them. You're using that beat for free basically, and you're making money off it. So it's like I can understand. I can't really fault YouTube for that. But the way they're being so strict nowadays, not even with copyright, like like I said yesterday, they will go back to videos that you have posted like ages ago and copyright them or take them down even, and I've been in that situation too much times, so I don't even want to risk putting music. But I really and truly, I don't need music in the background. I don't need it. I don't need it because, as I say all the time, I'm having a conversation with you guys. I'm talking to you guys. I don't need music in the background because what's the point? If it was real life, it's not like somebody's gonna stand there with a phone and be playing music like this. Yeah, bro. Like I was saying, like really and truly, the weather was really cold today, but really, and you just have something in the background like, that's weird. That is weird. No, you don't do that around here, man. Oh. Yeah, this phone. I don't even know if I can use this video for when I'm recording normal like YouTube videos now, because it's just so useless. And I've had this phone for it. I've had this phone since summer 2018. That was some time ago, and this year will be 5 years. This summer will be 5 years since I had that. That's an iPhone 7, which is crazy. Because I remember when I first got the iPhone 7, I was like, oh, this phone is bigger than my iPhone 5. Because I had an iPhone 5 before this. And I used to think this was big. Now I got the 10, now I got the iPhone X that I'm using to record this live. It's bigger than this phone. And then you've got like the iPhone 12, iPhone 14, and they're even bigger. And so I've always had this thought, but in my head I'm just like, if they're making the phones bigger, aren't they just gonna catch up and eventually be the size of an iPad anyway? So it's like, what are they really trying to achieve with each phone every year? Like sometimes I have to ask myself that, but I guess we just let the time go because it's like no one really cares for Apple. Like they just see iPhone, a new iPhone with a new number next to it, and like, oh my gosh, new phone, amazing camera, new features. I must buy this new phone. Da 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 da. And they have the phone. No one really cares about anything else, and it's crazy. It's crazy, 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 crazy. Okay, let me stop. I'm not really a dancer. I just can't dance first and foremost. Dancing is not my forte. It's not for me. Never was for me. So we just don't dance around here. The only type of dancing I would do is crazy dancing, you know. But yeah, guys. Hopefully, when I stream tomorrow, I won't start so late. I hope not to start so late, but if I do, it is where it is. That's why I really stress to you guys watching, if even if you're watching after the stream, after I've gone live, have your notifications on. Because if they're not on, there's not much I can do. Because I think people expect me to go on Instagram, like when I'm going live, it's like people expect me to go on Instagram or Snapchat and be like, yeah guys, we're live right now. We're going live right now. Make sure you join and make sure that you guys leave a like, subscribe, and have a really good time. Like I'm not about to do that no more. Like those days are over. Because I used to do that in 2020. What? Those days are over. I'm so sorry. Those days are over, man. Because it's like I shouldn't have to, I shouldn't have to go on social media and promote me being live. You know, like I should just be able to go live and just go live. Not that I'm relying on you guys to have your notifications on, but it's like even if it's just one person watching, I'm still gonna go live. I don't care about the views, and I think people forget that. Because even if nobody comes up in here, the live is still getting left up. And I know some people will end up watching it here and there whenever they stumble across it. So I'm not worried about those things. Those things don't really bother me. They don't. But yeah, even though I said I'm never doing reaction videos again, it doesn't mean I would stop doing like reactions as a whole. Like I'd watch different videos with you guys and do those different things, but I'd need the equipment to do so. Because if I had a PC, for example, I could do that thing where I share the screen and then you guys could watch what I'm watching and things like that instead of having to do so much editing. It can get long sometimes because that's why some people have editors, but it's hard to trust people out here, man. You can't trust any and anybody. So what can you really do, right? What can you really do about that? Look, it is 10:26. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's 10:26. 22:26. Let me see if you guys can, I don't know if you guys can see. Do you know what? It's because of the bright wallpaper. That's why you guys can't see nothing. Or maybe I don't need to put my hand behind it. I don't know. I don't know. Well, it's 10:27 now. Well, I guess that is really like that's one of the great things about the live streams. Um, one of the good things about it is because I'm not focused on the time and I'm just here to just talk and just talk and just talk. Like the time just flies by, and if you're doing something and you're not focused on the time's gonna fly quickly, and that's just with anything in life. Same if if you have a job that you actually enjoy, like you're working at a job that you actually enjoy going to, like you're gonna feel good every single time you're going to work because if you enjoy your shift all the time is just gonna fly quickly. Before you know it, home time, shift over, shift over. You know, that's how it goes. But yeah, one thing I will focus on this year is my setup for the live streams and of course normal YouTube videos because though, as I've said in one of my YouTube videos a few months back, my room isn't YouTube friendly at the moment. So even if the hair video that I have planned tomorrow, that's if I even do it. With that, I don't even know how I'm gonna sort that out because my room's not YouTube friendly. So the way I'm gonna set the video up and yeah, it's true. Be careful who you trust, man, because a lot of people out here they can't be trusted, and it's scary as well because you will put your full trust into somebody, and that person can easily just turn on you and do something absolutely crazy, and they'd be the last person that you think would do something to you. Because I've been through that too much in the past. So like for me to sit there and be like, okay, I'm gonna let someone like for me to sit there, record a video, and then send it off to somebody to edit. I don't know that doesn't sit right with me because I unless I really trust you, I cannot do that. Because like, what are you gonna do in my video? What are you gonna like? What type of things are you gonna put in there? What edits are you gonna make? Like unless I really trust you, I can't have that. I can't have that. Like even with music, are you gonna respect the fact that I cannot have certain music playing because YouTube will take down my video or copyright strike me or give my channel a strike even. Like it's yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, I need to sort out my setup in here. Don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it soon. But for now, the live streams are just gonna be me standing up because if you look at all my live streams in the past, apart from yesterday's ones, like I was sitting down in all of them, and I want to be sitting down in my live streams because yesterday, do you know what? I think because I haven't done it in so long, and because I'm not usually on my feet a lot because I'm at home a lot of the time. I think that's why I became so tired in that last video because I was out of breath, man. I was sitting down a lot, doing so much. Like I kept sitting down and getting back up, taking my dressing gown off and putting it back on, coughing a lot, out of breath. Today it's a bit different, but I feel like the more that I do this, the more that I get back into the gist of live streaming and YouTube videos, I'll warm up to it and it won't be an issue no more. And obviously because I've been a bit, because it's been Christmas period, like, one thing I don't understand is that, okay, cool. People that feel a type of way about their weight or anything like that, like, if you want to lose weight, by all means do so. Yeah, go ahead. But clearly, like you guys can see that I've put on a bit of weight. It's not excessive amount of weight where it's like, oh my gosh, bro, it's massive. Like no, like I've just been eating good. Do you know what I mean? And some guy, some guy commented in one of the lives yesterday and was like, oh, you getting a little heavy there, fella. And I'm just like, and it goes back to what I was saying. Like a woman puts on a bit of weight, body positivity, amazing. Do you? Do what you want. Instagram promos, deals, this, that, and third. Not saying that they don't get the same type of abuse that men get, but if men put on the slightest bit of weight, oh my gosh, bro, is actually fat. Like, bro. But listen, it was the Christmas period, man. Everybody's gonna eat, and obviously because I was going through a lot over the those last few months, like after the summer, it has caused me to put on a bit of weight, which I'm not really, I'm not irritated about it because it's not like I said, it's not excessive amount of weight to a point where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to lose weight. Like no, I'm still happy with myself. You know, it's about your mental health. If you're happy, it's good. If you're not happy, then do something about it. Because like I said yesterday, like if I really wanted to lose this weight, I could. And the thing about me, I lose weight really easily. Because I was chubby in the past, but I put on that weight again. Because I changed up my diet and started eating more. Because I wasn't eating much. That's why in some of my videos I look so slim. And people would think I go to the gym, but no, I just didn't eat. I just wasn't eating. Now that I'm eating, gain a couple pounds, but who cares? I can lose it if I wanted to. I'm not stressing about losing weight. I'm not doing that to myself. I should really get some water. Should I get some water? You know. But yeah, tomorrow I'm most likely gonna sort my hair out. Well, I'm gonna attempt to. That I think that's a better word to use. I'm gonna attempt to because don't get me wrong, my hair is still at a length where it's pretty short. Stuff can be done to it, but can I do anything to it? That's the real question. Because you guys know that I can do my own hair, those that have watched the videos. But it's a thing where am I going to be able to maintain my hair? And that's a really good question. Because one hairstyle that I was really good at, and it's probably the only hairstyle I could do very well, was the two big canos. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that with the length that my hair is. But I don't know how long my hair will actually look when it gets blow dried. That's the thing. Because I have not blow dried my hair since last year. Like literally last year. Last year. Listen, I'm gonna get some water. But I don't know why it keeps disconnecting sometimes. It's annoying. Hmm. One, two, one, two, three, four. So green to left, four. I need to refresh this page because yeah. See, my nose gets stuffy as well. I don't know why it gets stuffy for. It gets stuffy for no reason. Yeah, I'm getting hot. I'm really getting hot. I need. That's what I'm talking about. And it's like movement that I do nowadays. I get hot. Don't mean I won't exercise though. So I love exercise. But yeah. And also, like, because I haven't been going to college, because I feel like going to college and places of education, like being on the move every single day, pretty much. Like that allows you to keep fit, but because I'm not doing that anymore, I'm just at home a lot of the days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it, I'm trying not to distract myself because I can literally see myself right here, and I don't want to laugh at it because if I laugh, I'm just gonna. That's just weird. That's just weird, bro. That is just weird. I'm hoping this live stream does not cut out like it did yesterday. I really hope not. Because at the moment we're about 50 something minutes in. I'll probably stop when it gets to an hour. I don't know. I'll probably stop in the next 10, 15 minutes. Well, I'll stop whenever I feel to, basically. I'll do that. I need water though. I'm gonna be right back. Oh no, I wasn't ending the live. I just went to get water. Just went to get some aqua. But if you're going, I'll see you next live, bro. Thank you for coming. Really do appreciate you. God bless you also. God bless you, man. But yeah, one thing I'm gonna say to you guys: if you are live streaming, make sure that you have some sort of liquid with you that you can drink, because if you are talking for more than half an hour, your throat's gonna get dry, bro. And you may see all these big YouTubers with their like hour-long videos and things like that, like the Sidemen and things like that, like with their hour-long YouTube videos. But remember, like they have edits, they cut their videos. Live streams, you are live. You don't have. There's no edits. This is live. Like if you are through the screen and you're with me, this is real life. It's live. Okay. When you're talking for so long, you're gonna need something to drink because your throat will get dry. It's not a joke. And water, it's a good way to stay hydrated as well. Because water is really good for you, especially if you're trying to grow your hair. Your hair needs water, and you drinking water will help your hair growth as well. It's a fact. Look it up. Research it. Research it. This is a known fact. It is a known fact. But yeah, man. One thing I need to do is sort my setup out, and with that, I'm gonna make sure I have a chair in here that I can sit on, and I'll probably buy a new ring light as well, cause this ring light that I have, like the stand broke off it, so I can't really stand it up on anything else. So it's a bit of a bummer, really. It's a bit of a sticky situation, because as much as I can use my room light, which is this, as you guys can probably see, I don't think it's like it's bright, but in terms of recording the YouTube video and you guys seeing my face, it's not gonna show up on my face bright enough. So that's why I need the ring light, because I have the ring light here, but it's hooked up on my window. So yeah, but yeah, that's gonna get sorted out. And what I also, so yeah, a stand for my ring light, a new ring light also. Um, Definitely gonna get a chair so I can sit on. I might get a mic, I don't know. But one thing I definitely need is probably a camera that I can use to go live streaming, and definitely a mic. But really and truly, I think I should just invest in the whole PC thing, and like, it just makes more sense. But we trust the process, because we can still go very far with just using my phone to live stream. Because it's been like that since I've been using my phone from the first ever YouTube video that I made. So that's how it's gonna stay for now. And if you have a problem with it, hope you can deal with it. But yeah, Yeah, I really do appreciate everyone that. You know what? If you're watching this, like whether you're live or not, I really do appreciate you guys for still supporting me, even though I've been inactive with like uploads and posts in general because it has been hard. But I still appreciate those who have come back, still seen that I've uploaded and still come back and support your boy. So I really do appreciate that, really do, and I thank you guys. God bless you all. Honestly, thank you guys so much, and thank you guys so much because it does mean a lot. I don't think you guys understand how much it means to me. But then I'll let it get to an hour. I'll let it get to an hour. Why? Because why not? Why not? 'Cause what am I gonna? I'm probably gonna go take a shower after this and then just eat something and then put my feet up. Yeah. Yeah. One thing I'm gonna say about tomorrow in the next live, um, I will be live streaming tomorrow. Will it be at 7 p.m.? I can't promise you. I can't. I'm not. I cannot promise you because I might be busy within the day doing some other stuff. So it might be at the same time as I did it today. But you guys just make sure you have your notifications on because if you don't, you know what will happen. You won't see what's going on. Like all I know is that if I really want to watch somebody and I don't want to miss their post, I have their notifications on so I can watch. Because I know if I don't, I'm not gonna see that video. That's how it goes. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, and I am enjoying these live streams. I'm enjoying them a lot. So I don't want to end it. You see, this is the thing with live streams, yeah. As much as I love live streaming, and as much as I want to finish and just come off sometimes, well, in the past, not so much now because I'm excited, but not saying I wasn't excited, but you have to. It's like you have to explain yourself a lot of the times because people just don't understand you sometimes. People will misinterpret what you say a lot of the times. So it's really good to clarify yourself nowadays. But yeah, the thing with ending live streams, like it's like you get like to those people that live stream or to anyone that's live streamed in the past, it's like you get so excited even though you're just live streaming on Instagram or TikTok, like you get so into it. Like the moment you get into it, you're so into it, and it's just like, oh, I don't want to end now, but you got to, man. You got to. Do you know what? Well, let's thank the Lord. Let's give God thanks that this live didn't cut off first and foremost, and the fact that yeah, the Wi-Fi played up like once, maybe a couple of times, but that was about it. It wasn't as bad as yesterday. But I did say it was because I didn't live stream for a long time, for like over a year, so my phone was probably just getting used to like the whole long recordings again. But we're getting back to the gist now, so everything should be fine. I was hoping to live stream off of this phone. Don't know if I will even bother to do that because the way this phone dies quickly. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys take care of yourself. If you're busy tomorrow, you got school or whatever you're doing, work, smash it. Stay focused on God and remember that He loves you. I love you too. And yeah, stay safe. And I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow. I don't know if it's 7 p.m., but I'm definitely gonna see you guys tomorrow. In the evening though, because I don't do daytime live streams. Because y'all be at work, y'all be in school. Okay. Stay safe.